Hey everybody!
It's WhoWeArexo.
And this is our show.
The We Are Who We Are show, because we are who we are. We're weird, we're crazy, we do the most random things, but that's just who we are.
Yeah, it is.
It's Gina Videos.
And forever Elizabeth Exo. I don't really go on my account though.
Best friend.
Best friend. Oh god.
That was such a fail.
Okay. So today we are reviewing movies.
Rating movies. 5 stars.
And
0 through 5 stars.
most of them
0
are awesome.
through 5.
And then we're just gonna tell you like the summary of them. So yeah, here we go and enjoy.
The first movie is the first movie in the Twilight Saga, Twilight.
Yep. I love that movie. Just saying.
And
here, I'll hold it while you review it.
so I'd rate this one 4 out of 5 stars.
I would rate it 5.
Or 4.5, because it just wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't the best one.
It wasn't the best movie of the series, in
So
my
like
opinion.
4.5.
I'd rate the books
5.
5 stars each though, but the movies are still good. And that's
The first movie.
the first movie of Twilight. Okay, and this is New Moon.
The second movie in the Twilight Saga.
Yeah. And so I'd rate it 4.5 stars too. It's a really, like, the whole series is really good. But it's just not exactly like the book, and that kind of disappointed me.
This one, it's the least
Like, this is my least favorite of the series, but I still love it.
I guess I'd rate it 4 out of 5.
Yeah, the whole series is really good, but the one thing I wish is if it was like more like the books, you know? That's just kind of a disappointment.
The only book I've read is Twilight, so
You agreed it was good, don't you?
it was amazing.
Yeah, but she doesn't really read that much, so.
Yeah, I really don't.
But I read the whole series 7 times, and
dang, I've only read Twilight once.
yeah, but the movies are really good, but I just wish they were more like the books. So now on to our third movie, and I bet you could guess what it is, you Twilight fans out there.
The third movie is Eclipse,
Mm-hmm.
the third movie in the Twilight Saga.
Yep. I think this is my second favorite of the whole thing.
Same, I love it so much. It's just the most happens, and my favorite part is when Jacob and Bella make out.
They did not make out.
They did make out.
My favorite part was probably when Edward proposed, because that was such a happy scene. I was so happy. I just loved that scene. And
I love her ring.
I know. It's exactly how they described it in the book too, and I really liked that. And they did a lot of things like the book.
And she has an exact replica of the ring.
Yes, I do. That was just I was just fangirling. Okay, well now we're gonna move on to our fourth movie,
which I can probably guess what it is.
Yeah. So here we go.
Our fourth movie is Breaking Down Part 1.
Yay!
Which this is like my third favorite because
they kind of messed up some parts.
Yeah.
It wasn't exactly like the book. Like there were some parts that were like not even in it that I was hoping would be in it. Like from the book, they have like scenes like Jacob was making blonde jokes, but he never said that to Rosalie, and that made me kind of sad.
In this one, the part that made me jump was definitely at the end when her eyes just popped open.
But I really liked it. I really liked it though, because it's where they like got tied like together because they got married, and it was just really sweet. And I honestly think it was like my third favorite because it's just so awesome.
I love my favorite.
I'd rate it 4.5 stars.
My favorite my favorite part in this one is definitely the wedding.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And I rate it 5 out of 5 stars.
And the sex scene.
Oh my god!
I only think that because it's
you
was
love
exactly.
So you love that part.
Well, it was yes. Well, it was like the book, and it's not perverted.
I mean,
it's where they make
I mean, just the way you said that.
I don't mean it like that. It's just I like the scene.
Seemed like it. Okay.
Okay, now we're moving on to our fifth movie.
But you probably know what it is.
Yeah, you know it.
Fifth movie. Fifth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Breaking Down Part 2.
Love
my favorite.
This.
It's my favorite because it was like exactly like the book. They did so many parts that were like exactly like it.
And I love the cover.
I know, right? There's like the most action, and just like there's Renesmee and everybody, and they're married, and they're finally vampires.
My favorite part, I think, is when they go hunting and she kills that. Like she wrestles. She has to wrestle with that
the
animal.
Mountain lion.
It was kind of funny how she was wrestling with it.
But one thing I'd have to say I don't like about all the movies is Kristen Stewart.
I don't like her.
She, if any of you knew, she cheated on Robert Pattinson, and I love Robert Pattinson.
She's so obsessed. I mean, I do love Twilight, but I'm not a crazy fangirl for it.
Yeah, I'm a fangirl. You should see my room. If you could see it right now, you'd be like,
Twilight, all of it.
I have a Twilight hallway.
Her hallway
leading up to my room.
All Twilight. Like, all. Yeah.
But I'd rate this 5 stars.
5.5 out of 5 stars.
Because this is like, the fighting scene is my favorite, because like, I mean, I knew in the book, I read the book that this didn't happen, like the fighting scene. Spoiler alert, the fighting scene didn't actually happen. And I read that in the book, and I forgot.
Oh yeah, wait, it didn't, I didn't read the book. So it did happen in the book, but not in the movie.
Well, it happened in the book, but it was a vision, so it was the same thing.
Yeah, true.
But it was so awesome because I forgot, and I was about to get really ticked off because I thought they messed up the whole movie, especially when Carlisle died.
I know, I'm like, what? That's not
I forgot.
Happening. Like, that can't happen. That cannot happen.
Like, I told you, like, everything about the book.
Because his head went all, like...
So, like, that never happened. I mean, I thought that
I thought
forgot.
It was... During the fight, I thought it was, like...
I thought it was real at first because I forgot.
But this is not happening. Like, this can't be happening.
Yeah. Well, that's Breaking Down Part 2. And our next movie is, believe it or not Twilight related.
Yeah.
Well, actually, if we do this one next, it is.
It kind of is. Okay,
well,
yeah.
Okay, and our 7th movie, this is our 6th movie, is
The Last Song.
It's one of my favorite movies. It's
I
so good.
love this movie. I cried. Like,
yeah,
so much.
It's really good.
I cried at the end because when the dad dies.
Miley Cyrus is actually a really good actress in this. I wouldn't think she's a really actress, but she plays Hannah Montana. She does that. She's a really good actress, actually, believe it or not.
I miss Hannah Montana. That was like my favorite show in second grade.
It's on Netflix if you want to watch it too.
You should totally watch it. Okay.
Anyways, like
this movie is just amazing.
I'd rate it 4.5 stars just because like my mom told me that it's not like the book. Like they messed up a lot of parts, but I'd still rated it good.
I've never read the book, but
I read some of the book.
I rate it 5 out of 5 because
I rate it 4.5.
It's just such a good movie.
It's a really good movie. I cried.
I so died. It's so sad, but it's like sad but it's happy because like she gets back together with her boyfriend and then
and she plays a really good she plays her really good.
But then like the dad dies. And
yeah.
Sad.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, late saying.
It's really sad.
It's a really good movie though.
It is really good.
Okay, now we're gonna do our next movie, which is our 7th. So, yeah.
Our 7th movie, I think it is.
Yeah.
Is Vampire Suck.
And this is a parody on Twilight.
Twilight and Your Moon.
It doesn't really make fun of it. Well, it kind of does.
It does,
but in a good way. Like it doesn't like mean to bash it. It's a really good movie though.
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
I
think my favorite part is when in the beginning when Jacob's dad, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And then are the names different in this movie?
Yeah, instead of Black, they put White as their last name.
Oh yeah.
And
Jacob's dad and then Charlie, I think that's still his name, right? Mm-hmm. Where they fight and then
that's hilarious.
It's so funny.
Oh my god. Believe it. Yeah.
It's so funny. Like it shows in the like Jacob and then Bella. Her name isn't Bella, but whatever her name is in the movie, like Becca.
I think it's still.
It's Becca or something. So, Charlie and Jacob's dad are like in the background fighting. You can see it. It's so funny.
It is really hilarious.
I saw it in theaters. I was dying laughing when I saw it.
That's my favorite part too. And I'd rate this 2 things up. Said on the back.
You only rate it 2 stars?
No, I'd rate it 4 stars. Actually, 5 because I was laughing. I rate it so hard.
No, I rate it 6 stars out of 5 because it's just so funny.
It's hilarious. Okay,
it's the funniest. It's one of the funniest movies.
Is our 7th movie, and we're about to get started on our 8th movie. And yeah. Okay, and this is our final movie that we're reviewing. It is so sad.
Which is
Robert Pattinson is in it. He's in Twilight, obviously.
It is a really good movie.
I cried. Like, it's like 9/11.
The beginning was sad because the girl's mom.
Yeah. But, like, it's not really 9/11 based. It's just at the end you realize it's 9/11 because he goes to his dad's work, and his name is Tyler in the movie. And he goes to his dad's work, and it turns out to be the Twin Towers, and he dies. And it's, like, so sad.
It's really sad because, and then his sister
Gets bullied.
Yeah, and then lost him because they had another brother who died.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
That's really. I mean, it was a really sad movie. I cried.
I don't know.
And seeing Robert Pattinson die, I cried so hard.
He dies in like every movie he's in. Just saying. Because in Twilight he's a vampire, so basically he's dead. He dies in this.
He dies in Harry Potter.
Really?
Yeah, he plays Cedric.
Never seen
I love Harry Potter.
Never seen Harry Potter.
She doesn't really like Harry Potter. Well, I don't know.
I really don't like Harry Potter.
I love Harry Potter, but
the guy who plays Harry Potter is in The Woman in Black, and that movie sucks.
The One in Black was okay, but now we're just getting off topic of our movie.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well, I'd rate this 5 stars. Yeah, I'd rate this 5. Well, 4 actually, because I just rate it 4 stars. It's a really good movie, though.
I rate it 4 out of 5.
Okay,
it's a
so
good movie.
That was our last movie.
So these are the movies that we were rating.
Yeah.
Remember Me, Vampire Suck, The Last Song, Breaking Down Part 2,
I love these ones.
Breaking Down Part 1, Eclipse, New Moon, and our first movie,
Twilight. Okay, well, thank you guys
and
for
we
watching.
were going to write the Hannah Montana movie, but we just don't have time for that.
We're running out of time because
Okay. Well, thank you for watching, and
tune in for our next episode.
The We Are Who We Are show.
Yeah, and I hope you liked our first episode and
don't know,
subscribe.
do not know when the second episode will come out, but just
probably soon.
Just subscribe to our channel, and you'll see.
Yeah.
Bye.